Normally I don't do like an intro to my videos. Normally I just kind of jump straight into the topic, but I've actually got a brand new YouTube channel intro that was made by Fajitas. He's awesome. He's done a couple different graphics for the channel. When you see my Twitter notification or my subscribe notification at the bottom of the screen, those were made by Fajitas. That was your reminder to subscribe, by the way. You saw it on your screen, okay? So you should be subscribed, all right? But this intro you're about to see, he made me this. I'll leave his socials in the description just in case you're curious. Thank you so much again for this. It's awesome. Enjoy the video. The Marvel Avengers beta is over, and it's not coming back. Well, at least not until the game's official release, which thankfully is not too far away. The game itself releases on the 4th of September, which means Collector's Edition owners are going to be able to play the game as early as September 1st, which is only a couple days away. Now, because I'm a complete genius, I accidentally deleted all of my footage from the beta, so you'll have to put up with footage from trailers, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of trailer footage. You'll see, because you're watching the video now. What I want to talk about is the upcoming War Table live stream. This is going to be happening on the same day of release for the Collector's Edition owners, not like the regular release. It's weird having 2 release dates for a game, isn't it? I think it's fine. It's just kind of weird to keep track of everything. Anyway, on September 1st, there's going to be a War Table live stream. The team behind the game have been very vocal about being very excited for this War Table live stream, so I'm guessing there's going to be some pretty big information in here. There's actually already been some pre-announced stuff. Not actual announcements, but they've said what they're going to be talking about. According to the developers, they're going to be taking an in-depth look, the first look ever, at our post-launch story season content. Specifically, they've said that they're going to be talking about the brand new character. No, not Hawkeye. No, not Spiderman. A brand new character. Just in case you haven't been following the game up until this point, Hawkeye is one of the post-launch characters coming to the game. Spider-Man is one of the post-launch characters coming to the game, though he is a PS4 exclusive, but there is a new character that will be following them. So of course, with this War Table right around the corner, you can damn well bet that I want to talk about it. In case you haven't been following this game, just like me, I'm doing some catch-up work right now as well, don't worry. The Marvel Avengers beta came out in 3 different phases. Once PC players got a hold of the game, they were able to data mine some information. There's been a long list of characters that have been data mined. That list of characters is Ant-Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Falcon, Kate Bishop, Marvel, Mockingbird, Quake, Scarlet Witch, She-Hulk, Vision, War Machine, Wasp, and Winter Soldier. I'm not sure how many of those characters are going to end up in the game. It's impossible to tell which one of these characters are actually planned DLC characters that are going to come to the game. And that's also not to say that we can't get somebody else who's not on this list. But of course, these characters are kind of inherently just more likely because they're already in the game files. So from here, I thought I would split up the video into 2 parts. My top most desired characters to come to Marvel Avengers, and what I would consider the top 3 most likely characters to come to the game. All of which I'll be pulling from that previous list we just mentioned. Even though I would very much like to see Wolverine or Quicksilver join the game, they're not on that data mined list, so I won't be talking about them. So for my most desired characters, I've gone with Quake, Falcon, and Doctor Strange. Quake would be fun, and it's not a character that actually gets used in a lot of media. Obviously, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. uses Quake, but apart from that, the character is very, very underutilized. So I just want to see that character in more media. Falcon would be fun just because I want to see what they do with his moveset. Like, there's a lot of really interesting and unique opportunities that you could go with there. He also feels like a character archetype that's not in the game right now. I mean, he would be doing like a lot of flying around, and I guess Iron Man kind of does that, but I feel like Falcon would be doing it in a more aggressive way, where Iron Man has like a focus on projectiles. I feel like Falcon would almost be like a rush down character who flies. And that sounds awesome. And then for my number 1 character of all the characters that I could possibly have in the game right now, it would be Doctor Strange. It is no secret, I have a huge bias when it comes to magic users, especially in video games. Not so much like the aesthetic of like enjoying watching the character or their story or anything like that, but magic characters are just really fun to play in video games. I don't know why, it's just an aesthetic that really vibes with me when I get into game. And come on, man, it's Doctor Strange. They have to do something crazy with his moveset. Even just the visual effects alone are gonna look awesome. So yeah, if I could just pick a character to add to the game right now, it'd be Doctor Strange. Obviously, already knowing that Spider-Man is already on his way. Now let's move on to the most likely characters. Again, I am no authority on this. Do not take my word for it. I have been wrong in the past, and I will continue to be wrong in the future. However, in my humble opinion, these are the top 3 most likely characters to join the roster. Captain Marvel. Of course! Captain Marvel has to be in this game eventually. There's already a 3D model of her in the game, which means that they've worked enough on the character that they needed a 3D model at some point. Now, that could just be for the poster in Kamala's room, but, you know, it's probably the model she's going to have in the game as well. She's also a character that you could very easily shape a story around, although that's true for most of these characters, right? Captain Marvel's a huge character for the MCU right now, and for Marvel in general. So yeah, Captain Marvel. For the number 2 most likely character, I'm gonna go with Black Panther. This character has so much rich potential for story DLC content. Just imagine the environments that Square Enix is gonna come up with for Wakanda. That's gonna look freaking beautiful. Plus, the character's just so beloved and so marketable. It kind of feels like one of those gimmies. Like, it's just so obvious. Like, how is Black Panther not going to be in this game after all the DLC content's out? And this applies for all 3 of the characters I put in the top 3 list here, but they're all kind of like perfect first DLC characters. Like, fan favorite, beloved characters people are gonna want to pick up and play. With that said, my number 1 most likely pick, this is the one I think it's gonna be. When we get to September 1st and they reveal what character it is, this is the one that I think is gonna be most likely, and that's Ant-Man. That's right, I think Ant-Man's the most likely character. To be honest, I really can't tell you why I'm feeling Ant-Man. I'm just feeling Ant-Man. Ant-Man is just such an interesting character type to explore in this type of game, and we don't currently have any character like that on the roster right now, and I'm just so interested to see how they put it all together. That's where my head's at. Again, he's also incredibly marketable. He's also like a really nice first DLC character because people are going to be like, what? Ant-Man? How does he work in this game? And then they're going to want to go try him. Yeah, I'm all on board with Ant-Man. I think it's going to be Ant-Man. Let me know who you think they're going to reveal this September 1st. I'll be here to cover it, of course. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. And thank you yet again to Fajitas for providing that brand new intro.